9. Wooden wheels. Before steel and alloy rims, early 1900s cars used wooden spoked wheels, borrowed from horse-drawn carriages. Automakers like Ford and Packard favored them for being lightweight and easy to produce. However, wood was prone to warping, cracking, and weather damage, making them unsafe as car speeds increased. By the late 1920s, pressed steel wheels took over, offering superior durability and safety. Today, wooden wheels survive only on vintage show cars and museum pieces. 8. Manual spark timing. Levers. Early motorists had to manually adjust ignition timing while driving using a spark timing lever to optimize engine performance. This feature helped compensate for variable fuel quality and inconsistent engines, but required constant attention and mechanical knowledge. By the 1930s, automatic ignition timing and vacuum-controlled distributors made manual adjustment obsolete. Today, onboard computers handle ignition timing seamlessly, leaving the spark timing lever as a forgotten relic of early automotive engineering. 7. Integrated headlamps in fenders. In the 1930s and 40s, some cars featured headlamps integrated into the front fenders for a sleek, aerodynamic look, seen in models like the Cord 810 and Chrysler Thunderbolt. However, damage repair was costly, as replacing the entire fender was required. Standardized regulations and the rise of sealed beam headlights made separate, easily replaceable headlamps the industry norm by the 1950s, phasing out fender-integrated designs. 6. Push-button transmissions. In the 1950s, Chrysler's PowerFlight push-button transmission aimed to revolutionize driving by replacing gear levers with dashboard-mounted buttons. While it freed up cabin space and looked futuristic, it had mechanical reliability issues, confused drivers, and posed safety risks due to accidental shifts. By the mid-1960s, traditional gear selectors returned, making push-button transmissions a short-lived experiment in automotive history. 5. Electric window switches in early luxury cars. In the 1960s, power windows were a luxury feature found in high-end cars like Cadillacs and Lincolns. Early electric window switches offered convenience over manual cranks, but suffered from weak motors, quick wearing switches, and costly repairs. Lacking safety locks, they also posed injury risks. By the 1980s, improvements in durability and safety made power windows standard, while their early unreliable versions faded into history. 4th. Rear-facing third-row seats, station wagons. In the 1970s and 80s, rear-facing third-row seats in station wagons maximized passenger capacity and offered kids a novel riding experience. However, they lacked crash protection, exposed passengers to rear-end impact, and had minimal structural reinforcement. As SUVs and minivans introduced safer, forward-facing third-row seats, rear-facing seats quickly became obsolete. 3. Digital clocks. During the tech-obsessed 1980s, digital clocks were marketed as cutting-edge automotive features, replacing traditional analog dials. Brands like Pontiac and Chrysler boasted digital dashboards with LED clocks that looked futuristic at the time. However, these early digital clocks had several downsides. LED displays were difficult to read in direct sunlight, and the electronics were prone to failure. As LCD screens and infotainment systems took over in the 2000s, standalone digital clocks became redundant, leaving them as a short-lived trend of the past. 2. Faux wood panels. Inside. In the 1990s, automakers used faux wood paneling in car interiors to evoke a classic, upscale feel, seen in models like the Chevrolet Caprice and Lexus sedans. However, the plastic veneer often peeled, cracked, and looked artificial over time. As tastes shifted to sleek materials like aluminum and carbon fiber, faux wood interiors faded. Today, real wood accents are reserved for high-end luxury cars, while mainstream models use modern, durable materials. 1. Basic traction control systems, 2000s to 2010. Early 2000s traction control systems aimed to prevent wheel slippage and improve stability, but often cut power excessively, frustrating drivers. Many performance enthusiasts disabled them due to their lack of refinement. By the 2010s, Advanced Electronic Stability Control, ESC, and adaptive traction systems replaced them, offering smarter, more responsive handling without overly restricting power. Which of these outdated car features would you love to see make a comeback? Or are they better left in the past? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.